All right, good morning. Looks like we have a Monday where, yep, exactly where we left off on Friday over the weekend. That is a bit rare and, in this high volatility environment. And I think that merits, I mean, it could be just a coincidence. Let's take a look at how the futures were trading since Friday. Today's close. Dipped down, and actually we got stronger. So actually we've been pulled back over the weekend a little bit, and we actually got stronger here just to the open. Fine. I mean, and then on Friday we flashed a once in every 4 year um, percent track record signal that the market's going to be up over the next 12 months, not in 12 months, over the next 12 months. In other words, it's up from here. It's been a 100% certain signal for the last 18 times since 1944. That would be the Zweig breadth thrust signal, which just means that the entire market with breadth, that's what that means. The entire market moved up over the last 10 days faster, as fast as it ever has at bottoms. So it's like, that's that. So we're definitely focusing on names. I'm already fully allocated. I'm actually looking to get out of some things because I'm teetering right at the edge of margin, and I'm trying to maxed out margin, and I'm trying to peel off some things just to sort of give myself some cushion. 1 second while I ban 2 fake Evan Evans accounts. Okay. So anyway, we're focusing on names and new leaders. Whatever was strong. I mean, my list is pretty spot on. So we're going to continue to go by my list here. I'll keep that right here on my desk, sitting on a stand. Liam. No, but these names might not have even heard of some of these names. KTOS? I mean, I've heard of it. Like, we've traded it when it was penny stock, I think. But I mean, yeah, this KTOS, it has the right side VCP setup. Okay, that's what we're looking for during corrections. We're looking for what's holding strong, and this is like, there, the rising double bottom, and then we have tightening right side plus earning up in a couple of days. I think it's this week, and breakout time. So the idea here is to use this tight range to get a cheat entry for full-on breakout and continuation. And that's the idea behind every pick. That theory right there illustrated. Memorize it. That's what you're looking for. Long, at least 2 or 3 month basis, and this one is 4 months. I think 5 months, 4.5 months. That look perked up and strong and constructive, ready for continuation, whatever that is, as the market shapes up and comes off its bottom. The market is, look, see, the market's all like same pattern, but it's all sheared to the downside. And then you look at the same exact thing going on in KTOS, except perked up and strong. Like again, see that same pattern? It's exactly the same thing, just that it's all warped to the downside. KTOS, it's strong. And that's it. That's the $1 million technique right there. The $100 million technique, if you will. So learn it. Nice mature bases. Find nice mature bases during corrections. A correction or a deeper correction on the market. Even better. Ready to go. Ready to go. So I have lots and lots of names like that. I'm in some now. So let me in RYTM. See that? Same thing. Exactly the same. Pretty close. Catches my interest. Strong right side included with that long base, mature base. CrowdStrike. Very similar. Looking strong and looking good. Roblox. These are names that I got in cheat entries in earlier. I gave you guys lower cheat entries a couple of days ago. DB, Deutsche Bank. Like that. A beautiful right side. A little bit extended, but it's putting in the right signals. DoorDash. Like a pre-cheat. General Electric, Aerospace. Looking good. WMB. That's a nice mature base forming up high. Cheat areas abounding. Tightening on the right side. Good. I'm already in it. Alta. Alta hasn't been performing, but I think it might be due to JPM. That's a very JPM showed a lot of relative strength. I'm in that from about a week or two ago. Same thing. Covercard Financial System Services. And I'm also HIMS for the last few weeks. It's doing good. Costco. Berkshire. Berkshire, I mean, that is as perked up as you could get with really strong right side reclaim. Sprouts. Market opens in 30 seconds. Robinhood. Chewy. You see, so you're looking at those right side perk up setups. Setups are abounding. Now, on Friday, we had strength from Rivian, not quite perked up correctly. So these are some other names on lists. MSTR I do like. I just didn't get any. I do like that one, the way it's looking. We're also looking at, on my list, I have NI. Like, look at that. Gorgeous. You don't know these names, but in a year or two, you know, they could be S&P 500 names. Obviously, Sony you've heard of. Okay, market is open. Let's see what we got here from the open. First off, what's up? That's a big cap. HIMS, which I'm in, and gone. Market pulling back from the open. I'm getting the most action from DoorDash at the moment. Seagon, that's just a day trade. So let's see. We're getting some good action or whatnot from that. Yeah, it's off and running. And that's an entry. Lots of little cheat entries here available. Depends on when you get in. I got in, I believe, all over the place. Right now, days at higher prices, cheat entry. Leaders are where you want to be focusing. Market is going to do what it's going to do, but you have to look at the whole setups. What's the word? The holistic, not the right word. Though, okay, so you're looking at the market, and the market has all these fascinating, wonderful, positive, bullish attributes going, and could easily pull back just the same today. Could be red. It doesn't matter. This, you know, in play, right? The market is very interesting, right? So it's at that moment that you look for setups. You should be trying to find setups. Not about the day, about the setup. What was that one with the very long white base? Uh, Showing you this morning. KTOS. KTOS. I don't even have enough free margin capital. Really, I do, but I really just don't want to get myself in trouble. But this is an entry on KTOS. KTOS, I love it. In fact, KTOS here. Just to stop here. This could be a phenomenal name. I put that on the alerts last week, did I not? But I do remember a 3150 stop. In fact, maybe I already have it. All right. KTOS, I'd like to see a little more follow through right now before I just pull the trigger, is all. Watching it. We're watching it for potential entry. And we have earnings on it in. Okay, so, but KTOS, and I've got a list here of about 50 names, all with gorgeous charts. Look at this one, EAT. Just uptrend it was in. Now just perking up and setting up strength on the right side. Right side. Out of. And itself. Much better looking than everything else on the market. I actually have a potential entry today, so that one as well. KTOS and EAT. And then coming from everywhere. Upside. You can always just look under the hood and check the fundamentals. Looks like we have quarterly growth. We're a little tight at around 4 or 5%. Pretty consistent. Annually, we have full-on revenue growth. So it's a good growth company. EAT. I don't know what they do. EAT must be something about food. Or Binker International. Restaurants, it says. So they probably own Chili's and Maggiano's. US and Canada. And I guess they're just simply doing well. I mean, you can't. No, I'm not seeing that, but we got a signal from Tesla. Let's go check that out. Obviously, Tesla is interesting. We're right at the 200, and we are breaking out on Tesla of this bottom range. So this is a bottom reversal on Tesla, and Tesla is Tesla. I will obviously be taking that right now. Last catalyst day, so maybe two. I did times. Okay. 17 shares on Tesla. And on Tesla, obviously you want to be on Tesla whenever Tesla's signaling. Up at the low of the last catalyst day. which was how we're able to hold that or not. We'll just see how that goes. Gotta keep monitoring that and eat. KTOS is okay. To get my, I do need to free up some capital. Let's see if I can get rid of. Here we go. Chewy is at 98% profit. Chewy doing really well. JP Morgan at 81% max. Filled. Robinhood at 81% max profit. Have three put cards. Berkshire Hathaway at 72% max profit. So I have a whole bunch. Sprouts Farmers Market, 70% max profit. Costco, 64% max profit. These are all over 50%. So got to fill on the JP Morgan. For me, 1%. That's all. Hims is not quite there yet, but everybody else is 50% or more, and I've got all those orders. Moving the most from the open, one of my positions, VeriSign. Nice continuation from VeriSign. Take a little bit off here. I'm going to take 10% off here. I believe. Hold on. Think about that for a second. Yeah. What is that? What if I took off 6? That'd be 20%. 10%. No, it's a good thing to. It's a good idea to nail down some profits in this semi-uncertain environment. Duck under 25 on the VIX. Great. We want to see the VIX enter the 20. That's going to be. Also the Tesla's. JP Morgan shares position as well, and that's firming up. From the open. Any capital anywhere. How close some of my working orders are. Are a little bit close. Chewy's way off. Let's try up. Chewy's under a lot of pressure. To be liquidated, to be sold, to be closed by buying it. Should be good. Okay, so continuing also, we got GEV. Those big continuers. Robinhood, probably the one back the most, and actually it opened up elevated. So from the open, it's pulling back the most, but it's actually up stocks, both back into Friday's range and down from the open. So, all right, we're going to go through names on my list in one moment, but we have about 75% breadth in growth scans. That's very good. And then as market breadth, we're sitting at about over 60% right now. That's good. Now, let's check some of the names that are on those scan lists, and then we'll move over to my list in a second. Utu, not looking good. I mean, it's not an entry. Bekke, not an entry, not looking good. Don't like the chart. Lithium. XPEV, there's a couple Chinese names on here. XPeng does look fairly okay. It is Chinese stock, I believe. That's somewhat interesting. You know, it'd be nice if it broke that shelf there. Okay. Fine. AUR. That's just too tough to make money on. XPEV, WMM, Full Truck Alliance. No, look at the chart. TKO. Okay, there you go. Look, that's beautiful. TKO Group Holdings. Coming up the right side very fast. Breaking out now. That is a signal now on TKO. Everybody watching, that's all you get. This is about an alert or anything. 5. So do I want to grab that? I mean, it looks really good. What are the fun? I can view a little bit more fun. I mean, it's been going at about 11.5% per day. Really roaring. Take a piece of that. Up at lower of the day on that one, so 150, 750. Shares. I don't even. All right, let me have it, but now I am in a maintenance situation. I just wonder, did I not? Here on TKO, but yeah, let's put the. Ah, 157.50. There we go. And we'll see where that goes. Now I'm definitely in a situation. I mean, I love a lot of what I see, but I'm definitely in a situation where I've got a toss. You can get into that now. Okay. Stop would be, like I said, 31.50 for figuring your risk, but I would actually stop out at 32.50. But I would figure my risk to 31.50. Actually, stop out at 32.50. Okay. TK. What do I need to do here? I need to liquidate some things. WM be. Can hang on to that. There, now we're increasing volatility though, which decreases your option premium if you're a seller. So if you have a put credit spread like I do, as we approach earnings release date, options worth more, and you want them to be worth less if you sold them to people. Close them out because you're basically short essentially. So I'm probably going to close HIMS here at 43% max profit. It's still pretty good. Try to close one out. Options on that one. That's it for a minute. Now, other names. So that was TKO that we got into. So good that we're going to put it on our list. We've been building this list and building this list. I mean, there was very few names got crossed off except for I think Meta got crossed off. How's it doing though? Look at that. Meta's up and over the speed line. I don't have a position in it, but I let you guys know Meta is. Oh, I love that. Is that you, Michael? Are you? I love that. Is that a bagel with cheese and jelly? But could be. There we go. I'm getting a closer look now. We're talking. It's like a Jewish bagel deal with the salmon, like lox, smoked salmon, pepper, or what is that? Fennel and red onions. Whoo! You're definitely gonna need some mouth salmon and cream. Yeah, you're definitely gonna need some. That's definitely like a Jewish bagel thing you got going on there. You're really pulling in the dill capers and lemon juice. Boy, you're a real traditionalist. Very nice. It's funny how you speak about the bagel, right? With the same fervor and chart analysis as the charts. Looks like we got about 72% breadth in the salmon, and very good. All right, so my positions are doing well at the moment, but I definitely want to be. Bitcoin is pulling back pretty hard. VIX did dip below 25. We're in the 24s. This is a beautiful thing. However, I want to remain defensive because I'm so leveraged right now. So I'm looking around at what to cut and how to cut and where to cut. And trimming. I already trim a little for my JP Morgan. I'm going to take a little off of JP. I'll take 10% off of JP. Got a pretty good fill on that. That's interesting. I tell you, the fills are a lot better. Schwab bought TD Ameritrade. Good. That's my most appreciated. Out some. GEV is also reaching about 5%. Anything that reaches 5%, if I'm looking to take some 5% shares, that's a good place. The spots to trim are 5, 10, 15, 20 shares, growth, swing, scalp, swings. there's probably lots of opportunities here at the open. There's just not enough time to go through them. Stock is just too tilted. Better than the market. I mean, granted, because it will actually start to do the right things, but it's behind some of the leading. Oh, some of these are set up like cheat entries and all. Hit new highs. Look at VRNA. This is one on my list. At that. How is anybody not in that? I'm fully allocated, but man, I would love to get a position in that. Dog, that looks great. Shelf cheat entries. It's about the domino to the stratosphere, and I guess that it does have earnings coming up. But all signs are pointing to good. VRNA, it's on my list. MRX, another one on my list. Penumbra, I think. Yeah, Penumbra. And kind of has that Atlas pattern look, which is a V cheat and breakout to all new all-time high. Looking at that are on our list. I mean, the number of opportunities right now is probably in the order of 50 to 100 different possibilities out there. That's a great sign when things are all set up like that and you just can't even allocate enough money. Like you don't have enough money to, with the proper allocation diversification, like being able to get into 5, 10, 15. You can't get them all that you want and they're all looking good. That's the signal. Was there very traditional Ben? Very traditional. Ben knows. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm still looking for a spot to where I can liquidate out. WMB. Even though it's pulling back. So, God, I don't want to get rid of it, but I do need to liquidate. Roblox coming back. Get rid of Roblox and look at this. Back. Close out Roblox. There. We're getting a pullback in breadth, so we're getting names rotated out of TKOL. That's been an entry since it had a breakaway out. Break out with a gap in a direction that's a signal. Out signal, except gapped up, so we call that a breakaway. That would have been the entry right there on that. Looks like my CrowdStrike is ready to take a little profit. Okay, so I could definitely take a little off of CrowdStrike here. But it's a little. Boy, Schwab really gives you good fills now. There's with TD Ameritrade. Fucked you hard every time. There's no consideration at all. Schwab with the beautiful fills. Did that make a difference? No. Yep. I basically have to close a position somewhere. The thing I love about that one is it doesn't have earnings for a long time. Well, I will cut it in half though. What's the Deutsche Bank? Do it. I could probably take my So that's what I'm gonna do. That's a good way you can sometimes eliminate some things. Did you know when you posted that bagel shot that it would show up on the main live stream? Is that why you did it there? Oh no, probably not. I mean, that's just the only place you can post it because they don't let you post photos right in YouTube. Right. So I freed that up. Um, could be calculate. Where's the still need to free up more. Um, KO position because position on that. Right now, so I probably could just trim. Ask. Trim that out. Yeah, now I don't have that margin call. And better pressure on my margin. We are at the top of the hour. Let's see if we have anything else to look at. Eton, I love. I'm looking entries in Eton today. Basically, is an entry in Eton. All right. Sheet entry. It won't even let me get that position. Tons of beautiful names though. Subtrends. Strike KTOS. Anybody get it? RTG. Not X. This is insane. I mean, this vertical. 2 month more or WM. I got an alert on that. Oh, it's over the alert. I just did not get the alert. WM, that's an entry on HWM. I want to size your risk thing. To the next pivot. Get in that with a stop at 129, but you probably size your risk. Size 29, but you'd actually stop at 133. Basically want to see this take off and continue. I looked at a lot. PEN, ENB is one we didn't look at. That's on here. Definitely look at trees. So we looked at PGR, Roblox, CrowdStrike, KTOS, HRTG, NutX, Eton, HWM, Sony, ENB, Penumbra, EAT, VRNA, SE, JPM, RYT, VeriSign, DFS, Berkshire, Costco, SFM, Roblox, Dash, CrowdStrike, Tesla, Chewy, Robinhood, Ems. I don't know what else you want me to look at. We also looked at Futu, Summit, Lee, Becky, YMM, Rivian, Docu. So yeah, I don't look at tickers. LNG. Casey's showing up, and this is one on my hot list. Showing up on the scan. Okay, no, it's not an entry. So anyway, we're at the top of the hour. We covered a crap load of stocks, 50 charts, all beautiful charts, some of them entries stuff we're watching, and there's probably over 100 setups out there just waiting for us to get in, and I can't even get in them all. So it's top of the hour, and I'm going to take my first break of the day, and I'll be back in the group. Everybody, if you're not a member, description or wherever it is, and I'll be posting in there. And we have a good one, everybody. Thanks for showing up, and I'll catch you throughout the day. Bye bye now. You bet.